Okay, so if we make a start now, just coming into your most comfortable position. Take a little bit of time to relax now. So resting back comfortably, just making any adjustments to your clothing, your coverings, and adding in support wherever you might need it. Just making sure that you've got everything. So it's an opportunity, if you would like to close your eyes, to blocking off that outer sense of sight, and then starting to turn inwards towards your inner landscape. So starting to notice how you feel this evening. And still continuing to make adjustments, move around until you feel completely comfortable. And then so gradually starting to focus your mind on your breath. So following the inhale right to the end, and just a little pause. And then following the exhale right to the end. And again, there's a little pause, and then the inhale comes back. So you feel the breath as it comes in, and feel the breath as it goes out. And anytime our minds start to wander, we can just keep coming back to the breath, using it as our anchor to steady us and just to quieten the mind. So if you've had a really busy day, it takes quite a while just for things to calm down a little. As you breathe in, feel the belly rise, the ribs expand, and the collarbone rising. So you're breathing in naturally, slowly. And as you exhale, releasing all the air from your lungs without strain. Just let it all go. And again, we're preparing the lungs to receive fresh oxygen. Taking in full deep inhale, allowing the air to go right to the bottom of the lungs. And again, feel the belly rise, feel the chest expand, and the collarbone area filling. And once again, emptying, letting all of the air out. So we squeeze out all the stale air, the carbon dioxide. Just let it all go. And as you breathe in, your diaphragm expands and massages all of the internal organs in the abdominal area. So aiding the digestive process. Breathing out, just relax. Feeling any inner knots in the stomach gently untying, unraveling, letting go. Breathing in, the diaphragm is stimulating the vagus nerve, slowing down the beating of our hearts, bringing in relaxation. Breathing out, just let it all go. Relax, relaxing more and more with your out breath. Breathing heals you, calms you, soothes you. Breathing in again, fully and completely. Oxygen entering your bloodstream, nourishing all of your organs and your cells, protecting you. Breathing out, releasing all poisons and toxins with your out breath. And breath's cleansing and healing. And then the next time you breathe out, perhaps imagine exhaling confusion and inhaling clarity. Imagine exhaling darkness and inhaling light. Exhaling anxiety and inhaling peace. And breathing in through the nose, perhaps taking a few sighing breaths out through the mouth. Just let the air stay out of the lungs as long as it's comfortable. And then take another breath. And then let your breathing return to its normal and natural pace. So you continue to breathe in slowly, smoothly, deeply. The breathing is steady and easy. Each time you exhale, allow yourself to feel peaceful, calm, and completely relaxed. Every time your mind wanders, just bring it gently back to the breath. So tonight's practice, so it's a practice for equanimity. And in Pali, the language of the Buddha, this is termed Upeka. So it's described as this perfect, unshakable balance of heart, mind, rooted in insight. So when we cultivate equanimity, we cultivate a state of being which is even-minded and calm. And then in this state, we can start to trust and meet and respond to life in ways that truly support what matters to us in our lives. So making way for joy, but also for life's challenges. We learn to meet life in ways that neither oppose or demands more from it. And we can remain trusting and open to whatever corners we turn in life, whether good or bad, and cultivate this ability to respond appropriately in any given situation. So the first part of the practice is the Kaya Kriya, so this full body cleanse. So it's really good for balancing the energy flow within the body. So excellent for rejuvenating the body and bringing a reunion of body, emotions and mind. And the breath, prana, being that negotiator between the physical body and the mind. So when we do this practice, you can do it lying down with your legs extended. So we can do it this way. So we have a nice space between the feet, or you can do it with the bent knees. So if you're lying with legs outstretched, thinking about first of all your abdominal breath. So your focus is on the abdominal breath. So we lie down, legs extended, feet a comfortable distance apart, so that when you breathe in, your feet roll in, big toes touch, and as you breathe out, feet gently roll out to the side. And then you continue with those movements, just focusing on the breath in the abdomen. Or if you prefer to have your knees bent, again, have a nice space between the feet. And then so as you breathe in, the knees can roll together, so the insides of the knees are touching. And then as you breathe out, the knees come back to facing up towards the ceiling, so come back to that upright position. So whichever variation you prefer, it's easier to have your knees bent for your lower back, and you can do it the second way. Of course, you can close your eyes and really taking your time with your breath. So we're just taking care of the breath and the movements are completely unhurried. And then we can really reap the benefits of the practice. And then so next time, the feet roll out to the sides. You can either stay in that position, or if you're in the bent knee position, just have the knees in the upright position. So the second part, it focuses on the breath in the mid-chest. And we'll start with the arms alongside the body. So the palms are facing downwards. And then as you breathe in, you're just rolling the arms. So the open palms face the ceiling. As you breathe out, the open palms again, facing back towards the floor. And the focus of your breath is in the mid-chest this time. So the arms are gently rolling with that mid-chest breathing. Again, really taking your time. And so this time coming to rest with palms facing downwards, that feels comfortable. And then the third part, it's a roll of the head, so working into the head and neck. And your focus of breath is in the upper chest this time. So just focusing on that very gentle rise and fall of the upper chest as you breathe. And so breathing in, we're just slightly rolling the head up to the left. Breathing out, head rolls up to the right. And then taking that from side to side. Focusing on your upper chest breathing. And then on the inhalation, bring the head back to center now. And then we'll bring those three movements together simultaneously with complete breath. So as you breathe in, so the feet roll together, arms face the ceiling, head turns off to the left. As you breathe out, feet roll out to the sides, arms facing the ground, head rolls off to the right. Or take that bent knee option if you prefer. And then just continuing with those three movements with the complete breath this time. Feeling the breath as it moves from the abdomen to the mid chest to high in the upper chest, top of the inhale. And the breath moving in the same direction, both on inhale and on exhale. And then so on your next inhale, bringing the head back to center. And then either just resting with the legs extended, or you might bend the knees now. So taking a moment to notice the effects of the practice. So noticing how you feel. And so from there, so if you draw the knees in now, so starting to hug the knees back towards you. Take a moment to settle the lower back. And then from there, so if you bring the soles of the feet to the floor now. So we'll come back to semi-supine. And then so from here, we're going to take some opposite arm, opposite leg lift. So if you slide your right leg along now, along the length of your mat. And then breathing in, we're going to lift the right leg to vertical. At the same time, stretch the left arm overhead, just as far as you can go comfortably. Exhale as you slowly release and lower back down. So staying with your right leg and your left arm. Feeling that connection between the two sides. So these are the movements that can help to balance the two sides of the brain. Helping with our neural development, helping to continue with that neuroplasticity as we get older. Working with these opposites, so cross-lateral or contralateral movements is a really simple but effective way to help to bring about more balance between the two sides of the brain. And then this time, just resting your right leg, resting your left arm. And then we can start to draw the right heel back, join the left. And then slide your left leg long, now I should say. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift left leg to vertical. At the same time, stretching that right arm overhead. Again, it's just as far as you can go comfortably. Exhale as you slowly release and lower the leg back down, bringing the arm back alongside the body. And again, just staying with your left leg and your right arm this time. So lifting and lowering with the breath. Just taking the time. And we'll just do one more. So as you release and lower back down again, just allow the leg to relax, allow the arm to relax. And then from there, so just drawing your right knee back towards you now. And then here we'll exhale fully and bring the head and the knee closer together. And then inhaling, head comes back to the mat, slowly stretching out through the whole body now. And then as the arms come back, so gathering that left knee, hug the left knee back towards you. And again, exhale fully, bring your head and your knee closer together. Inhaling, head comes back to the mat. And then stretching out through the body. And again, we can do that once more to each side. And so this time, so as the arms come back, so we'll gather both knees then. And then breathing in, we're going to stretch both legs to vertical. Reach the arms overhead, just as far as you can reach comfortably. Exhaling, bending the knees, arms come back alongside the body. We're just coming back to some symmetrical movement now. And then so this time, just loosely take the arms and the legs towards vertical. And then we'll take some circles of the feet, circles of the hands. So getting that nice rotation around the wrists, around the ankles. And I'm taking those circles the other way. And so as the feet and the hands come back around now, take a nice big stretch through the legs, stretching through the arms. And then we'll bring the arms alongside the body, just bending the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. And then bring your feet together, bring your knees together, just roll the arms away from the body now. And then just gently rocking the knees from side to side. So you're not going too deeply into that twist. Just taking the knees to about halfway. So you're just easing out a little bit through the hips, through the lower back. And then slowly come back to center now. And so as you come back to center, so drawing the knees in, tuck the knees in, and then bring your palms over your knees and just take a little rock now from side to side. So either stay now with that side to side rocking. Bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. You can take a full spinal rock if you prefer. So we'll do a few of those. I was looking for my water bottle. Couldn't see where I put it. So it's maybe having a drink as you come out. So first I lose my water bottle and then I find my water bottle and then it goes down the wrong way. So you might like to use your block now, coming into seated. So just finding that nice, comfortable seated position. And then from there, so we just bring the arms up into this cactus position so that we can gently ease from side to side now. So we can start to open up through the side of the body. Gently moving into our lateral stretches. And so going back to center now, just bring the forearms together, opening out. And then just bring the backs of the hands together now. Slowly draw the chin towards the chest. And opening up into cactus position. And again, we'll bring the backs of the hands together, drawing the chin towards the chest. That feels comfortable. And back up into your cactus. We'll just do that once more. And this time, if you take the hands behind, just take a little interlace of the fingers. And stretching the arms long. So squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up through the front of the chest now. And then we'll just relax the arms, so relax the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing and lifting up through the shoulders, just taking that little squeeze, and breathing out gently, release them. So as you breathe in now, just taking your head around towards your left shoulder. Breathing out, we'll bring the head back to center. Inhale, taking the head around towards the right shoulder. Exhale, head back to center. Inhale, just lifting the chin now towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the head back to center. Inhale, drawing the chin towards the chest. Exhale, come back to center. And again, we'll just take another round those 4 movements, just taking your time. So gently releasing there. And so this time, so as your head comes back to center now, as you breathe out, slowly take left ear towards the left shoulder. Breathing in, bring the head back to center. Breathing out, slowly taking right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And so from there, so if you'd like to take a little transition now, so you can come over to the all fours position. Into all fours now. And then so from all fours, if you make a fist with your right hand, and then as if you're drawing your bow, take your right elbow up towards the ceiling, and then option to fully extend that right arm, so you can just stretch that right arm behind you, and then reaching forwards, stretching that right arm forwards in front of you, and stretch left leg behind, and then little low lift through that left leg, so coming into your tiger stretch. And then exhale, bring the right elbow and the left knee closer together. Inhale, extend through. Exhale again, optional, elbow to knee. Inhale as we stretch through. Do one more of those. And back to your fours. As you come back to your fours, just sitting back towards your heels now, so we can find a stretch out of those child position. Dropping and sinking down now with your breath. You're taking some nice spacious breaths into the belly. And so on your inhale, you start to lift the head, and then we'll come back to your pause, and then we can take that to the other side. So if you make a fist with your left hand now, draw in your bow so your elbow reaches up towards the ceiling. Option to extend that left arm, stretching that left arm back behind you now, and then sweeping all the way through. So left arm reaches out in front of you, right leg is stretching out behind you, and then just take that low lift through your right leg, engaging your core, bending your left elbow and your right knee, bringing elbow and knee close together. Inhale again, we'll stretch through. Exhale again, optional elbow to knee. Inhale to extend. Just do one more of those. That feels okay. And then we'll come back again to your pause position. And once again, just sitting back towards your heel. So again, finding that stretch out or closer child position on your mat. Again, just take some really nice big breaths into the belly, sinking down with your out breath. And then on the inhale, so starting to lift the head, we're going to walk arms back towards the knees. So maybe you have a drink. We'll think about coming up into standing in a moment. So we've got some Qigong inspired movement this evening. So we're going to start with a twist. So just have your feet comfortable distance apart and soften through the knees now. And then just coming into your twist. So relaxing the arms, relax the shoulders. And then so we'll just think about releasing from the twist now. And then we'll move back into a little bit of lateral stretching. So if you have, just bring the hands out in front of you, bring the arms out in front of you. So you might like to imagine that you're just holding on to a really large beach ball, and that we're just moving the hands around that beach ball. So you can take the right hand towards the left and the left hand towards the right. And you're sliding the hands all the way around, and then right arm reaches left, left arm reaches right. That's it. So taking the body into gentle sideways stretch. So easing out. And just take one more movement now to each side. Coming back to center now. And then we'll bring the arms up, bring the arms into that cactus position. And then from there, just hinge forward from the hips. You're going to lower the arms down now. So you're coming into your forward fold. And then just take a little crossover of the hands at the wrist without the wrists touching. And then engage your core, coming up through that center line, reach the arms overhead. And then exhaling as you float the arms back down. And again, we're just taking a little crossover at the wrist so the wrists don't touch. And then inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale as you float the arms back down. So you're just alternating the crossover of the wrist. This one's called separating clouds. So soft knees as you release. So separating clouds to reveal the blue sky, the sun, the moon, the stars. That's lovely. Just do one more. And just gently release. You might notice some energy, some tingling in the hands. Just taking the hands over the lower belly now. And take a moment here. So you might close your eyes or you might just drop your gaze now. Take a moment to notice how you feel. So through the body, so we have these equilibrium points. And so that there's one at the crown of the head. So it's called the 100 meeting point. And then there's one at the base of the spine, so pointing down towards the earth. It's the meeting of yin. And then we've got two at the centre of the balls of the feet, so bubbling well, or the K1 point. There's also two at the centre of the palms, which we can focus on when we're doing our warrior poses. So just focusing on those points together now. So the centers of the balls of the feet, base of the spine, facing towards the earth, crown of the head, facing up towards the sky. It's another way that we can help to cultivate that balance by focusing on those equilibrium points. And then if you release the hands now, so breathing out, just going to gather anything that makes you feel a little bit out of kilter, anything that's ready to be released. And then exhale, just letting go, sucking through the knees, just releasing it all now. And then this time, so on the inhale, so gathering everything that you might like to cultivate more of, and just filling the vessel of water. And again, as you release, just bring the hands again to Dantian, that lower belly. Just giving our physiological centers that energy that we're cultivating. And then so from there, so if you release the hands now, so we'll come into our standing balance. So this evening it's the crane balance. So going to bring all of the tips of the fingers together with the tip of the thumb. And then so you can come into your mountain pose. And then we're moving way over into the left foot. So you're lifting up through the arms, going to lift up through that right knee. And then as you release, so touching down with that right foot, shifting weight into the right foot, lifting up again through the arms, lifting up through that left knee. So that we just alternate from side to side now. Gently lifting and then lowering. So nice and relaxed through that lower leg. So when you're lifting, think about relaxing through the lower leg, through the ankle, through the foot. That's lovely. Just taking your time with the breath. And then we'll just do one more to each side now. It's really nice. And then releasing. And so as you release, so thinking about coming into your forward bend now. So bring the hands to the tops of the thighs and then bending the knees and forward from the hips. Sliding the hands down the legs towards the feet, towards the ankle. Releasing the body. Coming into Uttanasana now. And so when you're ready to exit the pose, again, just engaging your core, slowly sliding the hands back of the legs. Take that into our gentle back bend. And coming back to centre. Lovely. And so from there, so just bringing your feet comfortable distance apart, something through the knees. And then have the arms long. And then we're going to inhale, just bring the hands up through that midline of the body. So when you get to just about the area of your head, just turning the hands, take the arms overhead. And then exhale again, just bending the elbows. And again, bringing the hands down through that midline. So you can use the 5-5 coherent breath if you'd like to, if it feels comfortable. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 5. Breathe out for a count of 5. Just really taking your time. Or if that 5-5 count doesn't feel comfortable, just come back to your normal breathing rhythm. Just always making sure that the breath is comfortable. And so that changes slightly now. So we're breathing in, hands come up through that midline, just opening the hands like flowers. And again, coming back down through that midline at the bottom. And then again, we'll repeat twice more. So breathing in going at your own pace. And so the next part, just relax the arms from the shoulders, relax the hands from the wrists, and then breathing in, and lift the arms again, the arms overhead, so the palms open, and then exhale, just turn the palms down, and then float the arms back alongside the body. And that one repeats, so breathing in, opening up through the palms, turning the palms downwards, exhale, as the arms float back. And again, once more, breathing in, breathing out. Lovely. And then that one changes again. So breathing in, reach the arms overhead. Breathing out, bend the knees, hinge forward from the hips. You're going to sweep the arms behind you. Nice flat back position. And then inhale, sweep the arms forwards and overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Cross over the fingers. Inhale, push the palms away. Exhale, draw the hands back towards you. Inhale, hands to the lower belly. Exhaling to complete the round. And again, we'll repeat. This is the last part. We'll repeat twice more. Breathing in, reach the arms overhead. Breathing out, bend the knees, flat back position, stretch the arms behind you. Inhale, sweep the arms forwards, overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Cross over the fingers now. Inhale, push the palms out in front of you. Exhale, drawing the hands back. Inhale, hands to the belly. Exhale, to complete the round. And then just one more round. And then that completes the practice. So we're breathing in, breathing out, bend the knees, flat back position, sweep the arms back behind you. Inhale, arms sweep forwards and overhead. Exhale, bend the elbows. Fingers overlap. Inhale, just pushing the palms away in front of you. Exhale, hands draw back. Inhale, hands over the belly. Exhale to complete the round. And again, just maybe drop your gaze or close your eyes. Notice how you feel. Just focusing on those equilibrium points. Crown of the head, base of the spine, centers of the balls of the feet. And then just opening the eyes, releasing the hands. So you might like to have a drink. We've got one more practice from standing. So we'll use the whole length of our mats now, and then we're going to come into extended side angle pose. And then we'll alternate between extended side angle pose and reverse warrior. So we'll start by bringing the legs a comfortable distance apart. And then from there, so we can take right foot fully right, left heel just moving slightly out to the left now, bending that right knee. And then place your right palm over your right thigh. And then either leave your left arm where it is, or you might bring that left arm alongside your left ear. So we're coming into our extended side angle pose. And then from there, just release that left arm in front of you. So you're resting left arm against the left leg. And then have your right palm facing upwards. As you draw that right arm overhead, you're just taking that gentle side bend towards the left, coming into your reverse warrior. That's lovely. And then again, release that right arm in front. Bring your right hand back to your right thigh. Bring your left arm back alongside your left ear. So we come back to extended side angle. And again, just release that left arm in front. Bring the left arm alongside the left leg. Right palm's facing upwards now. Bring your right arm overhead. Taking your side bend over to the left. So taking that into reverse warrior. And then just alternating between the two. So coming into extended side angle pose. And then releasing into your reverse warrior or exalted warrior. So we'll just do one more on this side. And so from your reverse warrior, just release that right arm in front now. Adjust the feet. And then we'll take that over to the other side now. So you bring your left foot fully left, your right heel just move slightly out to the right now. We can bend the left knee. And then we're bringing, so left hand onto your left thigh this time. And then bring your right arm alongside your right ear, if that feels okay for your shoulder and your arm. From there, so releasing that right arm in front, and just bring your right arm alongside the body now. Left palm facing upwards, bringing left arm overhead, taking that side bend over to the right now. And again, just release that left arm in front of you. Left hand to left thigh, right arm alongside right ear. And again, we're just alternating now, alternating between extended side angle and reverse warrior on this side. Just taking your time, finding that flow. That's good. And again, we'll just take one more round on this side. And finishing up in our reverse warrior position. And then releasing. And again, just adjusting the feet. So we can walk the feet back in, just taking that little heel toe. Give that little W a little belly rub. Oh, it's peaceful, isn't it? And then so we come back to our mountain pose now. Come back to Uttanasana, so our forward bend. So this time, just bringing the hands to the lower back, either side of the spine, bending the knees and forward from the head. And we'll sweep the hands over the buttocks, down the backs of the legs, just smoothing the aura. Hands coming forward, taking your time. You're coming into your version of your forward bend, whatever feels good in your own body. And when you're ready to come out, engage your core, sliding the hands at the inside of the legs now, across the front of the thighs, breathing in, bringing the arms overhead, breathing out, just finishing with that little clearing. And then relax the arms, relax the shoulders. And so from there, so if you come down onto your mats now, we'll come down onto our belly. So coming onto our front. And so just stretching legs out behind you, stretching the arms out in front of you. And just keeping your head in a nice neutral position. So keep a space between the legs. And then we're going to take a nice diagonal stretch. So we're going to take opposite arm, opposite leg lift. And you're just lifting up on your exhale, a nice low lift. And your focus is on the stretch. So we'll take that from side to side now. So exhaling as you lift opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhaling as you gently lift. So just taking care that it's nice and controlled, the movement, and that you're not rocking from side to side. And your focus is really on that diagonal stretch, so that extension, rather than lifting very high. And you really feel that it's a good strengthener for the legs, the arms, the shoulders, opening to the glutes. It's a really good strengthener for the lower back. Do that working the rest of the back as well. Taking your time with breath. And we'll do one more to each side. And so as you release now, just sliding the hands back alongside the chest. And then we'll push back through the palms so we can sit back towards our heels now. So finding your stretch out of post child position. Rocking and sinking. And then coming up now, we'll come up into your fours. And then from that all fours position, just coming into nice gentle cat strap. So easing out along the spine. And either continuing with your cat stretches or coming into a neutral spine now. We could come into downward facing dog if you prefer. So if you come into downward facing dog now, just pedaling out through the feet, taking your time, easing out through the backs of the legs. So if you're in downward facing dog now, breathing in, we'll just bring the head forward of the arms, breathing out, drop the knees down, take the toes out, walk the hands back towards the knees now, and then from there, so if you come back around, so coming into your seat and coming down into your semi-supine position, just taking your time, bringing your awareness back to your breath. So as you breathe now, just making that connection with the heart. So you might place your hands over the heart, so you might take that tactile connection, or you might just have the arms alongside the body and just connect with the heart in that way, just your visualization. You might be able to detect the heart beating, closing the eye. So the heart has this capacity to awaken through our practices. So trusting life being so steady and unshakable that we're able to meet everything that arises with a heart that's open and ready for anything. So following the rhythm of your breath, equal inhale, equal exhale. And then if you interlace the fingers now, and then cross over the thumbs, and then have your index fingers extended, just resting the hands onto the body. And breathing here, just 7 to 15 breaths. So this is a really good mudra for releasing expanded energy, just allowing it to be released from the body. You don't hold it for too long, 7 to 15 breaths. And then just releasing the hands, bring the arms back alongside the body now. Gently rolling the pelvis forwards and back. Breath. You get that lovely fluidity through the pelvis, through the lower back. Going back to your neutral spine position. Bringing the feet together now, bring the knees together, roll the arms away from the body. And then letting your left knee roll left, let your right knee roll right. But connect the soles of the feet now. Just moving the feet a little bit further away from you. And just resting in your lying down coffee pose. So you might bring some padding underneath your thigh. So in a nice and open through the chest, through the heart space. Open through the belly, the pelvis, inner thighs, the groin area. Give the knees a good stretch. And then from there, just releasing the hands so you can give the legs a little assist to come back together now. So giving the knees a squeeze, thighs a squeeze. And then from here, so we're thinking about our final relaxation now. So you might want to come back up and just maybe put on an extra covering or grab your blanket, whatever you need. And then just arranging yourselves really comfortably. So taking this time again to rest. So we've done quite a few practices from Qigong and Chinese meridian theory this evening. So in keeping with this, we'll do the gemstone light visualization for the organs as our meditation this evening. So just setting yourselves up really comfortably now, making sure you've got everything that you need. So resting comfortably, taking any adjustments to your clothing, your coverings, anything at all. Closing your eyes again if that feels comfortable. Bringing your awareness to your breath, that natural ebb and flow. Taking your time now, finding that most comfortable position. And so we start with the organ of the lungs, which corresponds to the element of metal. And you could place your hands on your lungs, or you could just visualize the lungs. So the gemstone for the lungs that resonates with the lungs is the diamond, and the color is diamond white. So as you breathing in that bright, shining diamond white color to the organ of the lung. And as you exhale, exhale anything that dulls that shine. So breathing in brilliance, bright white luminescence to the lungs. And exhaling anything that's grey or dull or preventing that luminosity becoming brighter. And a few more breaths where you inhale health and vitality, diamond white to the lungs. Exhaling anything that dulls that shine. And now we move to the area of the kidneys on the lower back. And the gemstone for the kidneys is the sapphire. So we can visualize this blue-black sapphire color. Inhaling blue-black sapphire into the kidneys. And exhaling anything that dulls that deep, saturated blue-black color. Inhaling deep sapphire blue-black to the kidneys. Exhaling out anything that dulls that color, that shine. And of course, the kidneys associated with the element of water. Inhaling blue-black sapphire to your kidneys. Exhaling anything that dulls that color, enabling and allowing for greater radiance. Water representing wisdom and depth. And one more round for the kidneys. Breathing in that blue-black sapphire color. Breathing out anything that dulls that shine. And moving on now to the organ of the liver. So the largest organ in the body, other than your skin, right beneath your right lung. So the gemstone associated with the liver is the emerald. And so we visualize here emerald green. Inhaling a beautiful, bright emerald green color to the liver. Exhaling out anything that's discoloring it. Anything that dulls its shine. Inhaling emerald green to the liver. Exhaling anything that dulls that colour. And the liver associated with the element of wood. Wood representing growth and direction. And in terms of the seasons, the springtime, that brightness. And the green colour symbolising growth and good rhythm. having the ability to actualize plans, dreams, and visions. So things that the liver does well when it's in balance. Breathing in emerald green to the liver. Breathing out anything that dulls its shine, letting it out. Just one last breath in, one last breath out. And then we come to the organ of the heart in the left lung. We can create a physical, tactile connection to the heart, or just leave the hands resting down if you prefer. So the gemstone for the heart is the ruby. So the colour for the heart is ruby red. So inhaling ruby red to the heart. Exhaling anything that dulls that rich velvety colour. Exhaling it out. Inhaling bright, deep red to the heart. Exhaling out whatever dulls that shine, nourishing and supporting the organ of the heart. Exhaling anything preventing its shine, dusting off with the out breath. And then directly beneath the heart is the spleen. And the gemstone for the spleen is topaz. So the colour is topaz gold. So an orange gold colour on the left side beneath the heart. Inhaling that golden topaz orange colour to the spleen. Exhaling, never dulls that shine. And the organ of the spleen associated with the element of earth and the season of late summer, but everything turns to a beautiful yellow gold. Breathing in bright golden orange colour to the spleen, colour that nourishes it. Exhaling anything that dulls that shine. A couple more breaths. So the spleen in balance is like the earth in balance. It's very grounding, very steadying, very nourishing. And the earth has this ability to balance all the opposing forces it has on it, keeping things in check. All 5 main organs vibrant and alive in your body. Diamond white of the lungs, breathing and feeling that alongside the blue-black colour of the kidneys, sapphire of the kidneys, the emerald green of the liver, this beautiful radiant green, and the ruby red of your heart, topaz gold of the spleen, the lungs, the kidneys, your liver, your heart, your spleen, all very radiant, light-filled organs, healthy, balanced, enriched from these precious gemstones and their colours, really healthy and alive in your body, and able to do all that they do all day long, keeping us going. And closing with an appreciation of all these organs, their systems, these meridians. So the physical balance they give us, the health they sustain, and the emotional quality too that they support. And so as we draw this practice towards a close now, Just bringing a little bit of movement through your hands, your feet, your fingers, your toes. And so taking any of the movements or stretches that your body needs now. And so once you've moved and you've stretched a little, just rolling over onto one side if you'd like to. So we can come into a nice comfortable fetal position. Just the last few moments of relaxation now.